Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the man, the myth, the legend, Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I hope I can live up to all that hype.
Oh, you do. You do every week. I get tremendous feedback from you, the team. You're part of the community. Over 2,000 people strong now in the course. Everybody loves you. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
All right. I mean, maybe I'm not doing enough if everybody loves me. When you're doing well enough, you have at least a few people that hate you. So maybe I'll strive for that. I'll strive for a few haters.
You want to be so busy that a couple people are upset. I like that.
Yeah.
I'll be upset then. I'm upset. I can't use you. I'm cranky.
Yeah.
But hey, what I wanted to do here is I want to talk to the investors out there, right? We talk a lot about owner occs. The rates that we talk about sometimes are very owner occ specific because they're just low. They're artificially low. But let's talk about cash out refis, a duplex, tries, quads, maybe even a single family rental. And why don't we just talk about a basic loan program? Let's assume there's an investor out there that has I don't know, pick something, a duplex or a quad that's free and clear. They come to you. What are they looking at? What are the things they might be able to do?
Yeah. I mean, and those things, just like whole real estate, has appreciated tremendously.
Yes.
So you might not even realize it. You might have bought a triplex in 2018 for 425, and you're like, holy crap, that thing's worth 750. You can go and do a cash out refinance to 70% LTV, especially if you were getting 2018, 2019 money. The cash out money is probably cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
You probably get sub 4, three unit cash out up to 70%, decent credit. I would say, somewhere in the high threes.
Yeah.
And
3.875, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Just again,
I think the message to people is what I think about when you mention this is, meet Kevin when he was more real estate focused on his channel.
Before he was a stock guy.
Right. Before he was stock and running for governor and all that. I think you probably watched him and I did.
Yeah.
It's about controlling real estate.
Yes.
In the environment we're in, where assets are going up in value, if you control $1 million in real estate and you see 4% year-on-year appreciation over the next 20 years, you're gonna have $40,000 a year in net worth over the next 20 years.
Yep.
If you can pull money out of some, buy more, and now you're controlling 2 million, 3 million, 5 million in real estate.
Yes.
Pretty quick. Just using 4% because like we're realists. It's not going to be 16% every year. Some years it's going to be 1. Some years it's going to be 9. Yeah. So let's call it 4%, Mike. Sure. If you can start to do and I talk to ORAT people all the time, especially when they're in California, it doesn't take a lot of properties to all of a sudden be like, I'm controlling 5 million in real estate. Yeah. And at 4% appreciation, that's $200,000 a year. And all you got to do is control it. That's excluding cash flow. That's excluding that they're getting paid down probably another $150,000 a year between all those properties. Like that's magic stuff. That's the stuff in real estate where people go, man, this is cool. No wonder everybody who has wealth invests in real estate.
Yeah, you're just so right. And again, I talk about it all the time. Time in the market is more important than timing the market. I want to tell all the investors out there that have the 1s through 4s that are free and clear. Go get, at least consider, do the math. If you can borrow, this is like, again, the Fed, it will not always be this way. If you can lock in 30-year money, sub 4, 30-year money, sub 4 and a cash out refi up to 70% LTV. I just told Dion this last week and it's on his channel or will be on his channel this week sometime. Go get that money. Sit on it. Be comfortable sitting on it. Don't spend it. Don't buy toys. That's what burned everybody in the 06. And if you can't find a deal that earns 8, right? Pay 4, earn 8, then pay off the loan in 2 years. I suspect you're going to be able to find a deal in 2 years. That's why I'm raising my cash balances when I don't need to, because I don't know how long this cheap money is going to last. For me, cheap money is sub 5. If you're watching this and you can get cheap money sub 4, I am jealous.
Right. And I think too, like, I know you and I both align on this. And so I want to be super clear with everybody. I'm not telling you to do anything super risky. I'm telling you to analyze a specific property. Maybe it's cash flowing $450 a month. Mm-hmm. If you do a refinance, you're only cash flowing $200 a month. It's at 70% loan to value. You're not at risk at losing it. It's 30-year fixed rate money. It's not going to change.
That is the key.
I promise you, the rental market, for most people's assets they hold, like there's going to be renters. People are always going to need a roof on their head.
Yeah.
And so you might sacrifice $250 a month by doing a cash out refinancing. Now you have a higher balance, but that $3,000 a year that you're foregoing, if you control an asset that's adding $50,000, $60,000 a year to your net worth, that's a win, right?
Oh,
and you
yeah.
do that over 3 or 4 different properties. Like you said, do the numbers. And I'm happy to do it all day, every day. I consider myself fairly conservative. So when I talk to somebody,
You are. Yeah.
don't have an $1,800 a month rental where the PITI is $1,795.
Yeah, that's not good.
You want to bake in enough.
That's an alligator.
Right. If something like just raw numbers, cash flows $300 a month, that's break even. That's, there's going to be unforeseen things that happen. You're going to replace a water heater. Something's going to go, you might pay property management. But, if you're increasing something by $200 a month and you're going from $800 cash flow to $600, but then you're able to pull that money out and go deploy it, like that's when the magic of real estate really happens. And like you said, right now is the time. I'm not saying that as a salesperson. I'm saying someone that who's seen the magic and knows the magic and wants people to do it. Whether you work with us or not, fine. But you'll see, I did an exercise the other day and I was looking at a relatively small portfolio of 12 total doors, $3 million in real estate. And between the debt pay down and the 4% appreciation, which was forecasted, it was some crazy number to this person's net worth in 1 decade, right? Like $1 million in net worth. And the average person could do that. That's the crazy part. Someone thinks they have to
buy 4. You get to 4, life changes. I keep screaming that.
You know what? You should write a book about that.
I should write a book about that.
Well, you ever had any conversations?
Yeah, let's see. There's 15 other people.
We haven't shouted out the book yet. I haven't read it, so I can't speak on it yet.
Yeah.
I think it's probably pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it. I got 10 copies in the mail yesterday. I always have to buy. I have to buy them 10 at a time because I want to give them away and help other folks out. But
yeah, there's this guy on page 282. You guys may have seen him.
Oh man, look at that young man.
Yeah, your book, yours is in color, folks. If you don't know, the paperback is color, hard copy is black and white. It's expensive to do hardcover, so that's why the hardcover is black and white. So
cool beans. I'm looking forward to jumping into that. So if anybody has any questions on that, they want to look at scenarios, like you said, that's where you start. You just have the conversation. And then, I think, some people will be like, I'm going to nerd out on this. And they've got Excel spreadsheets. Somebody like me and folks on my staff, we love to do that. Let's
let the professionals nerd out. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's give you all the ammo so that you can go back and nerd out some more on here's what it looks like at 60%. Here's what it looks like at 70%. Here's what it looks like at 75. And at least take a look, because you don't want to look back a year and a half from now and say, oh, I can get it 4.75. Maybe I should have got it at 3.5 back then. So
yeah. The other thing I want to point out you hit on, but I want to close with is if you're part of the one rental at a time family and you got a rental in 2018, do yourself a favor, reach out to Matt, the mortgage guy today, and just look at the numbers. Cause you probably have a rate that's over 5.5. You might even be in the low 6s. You've had 2.5 years of decent appreciation. You might be able to recycle capital. If you know anything about my book, anything about my story, recycling capital is the gasoline that turbocharged my career. I would not be retired today without recycling my capital those first 3, 4, 5 years. So
yeah,
do yourself a favor, reach out.
Let's do some recycling. If you want to recycle today, greatmortgagebroker.com. Contact me and the team. It's a 6-question little, where are you from and how can we serve you? We'll be in contact within 24 hours. I think right now, all the conversations we're having, it's within a few hours. You're going to be talking to somebody who can help you, and we're happy to help.
And folks, again, you're going to be conservative. I'm doing my cash outs at 50, but that's just because that's where I get the best rates. Most of you could do 60, 65, maybe even 70. Make sure it cash flows, no alligators. But yeah, if you bought a rental in 2018, reach out today. You might be shocked. You could get a check. Some people will get a check and their payments will go down.
Oh, exactly. Like you said, if you're 5.5 and we pull 65,000 out and we take you down to a 3.625, your payment's probably going to go down.
Yeah. Let me just say, getting a check and having your payment go down is a good day. I've done that before. It's awesome.
Yeah. It is,
So one more time, where should they go?
Greatmortgagebroker.com. Quick little 6 questions. You fill that out. We'll be in contact. We're happy to help.
Go there today. Tell him you came from one rental at a time. That way he knows his half hour with us every week is worthwhile. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Have a great day, brother.